Is investing in mutual funds for 2024 worth it? Let's find out. So I got this question kasi na, Lodi, update naman, ano yung mga top mutual funds for 2024? Kasi if you notice my channel, every single year, gumagawa ako ng video sa mga top mutual funds, top performing mutual funds in the Philippines. And I just this year lang, 2024, I didn't create a video about that. Because before kasi ako mag-create, I was thinking na, worth it pa ba mag-invest in mutual funds? So I've asked myself, is it okay pa ba na mag-invest dito? And that's why this video, it might be controversial, especially to some financial advisors out there na nagbibenta o nagre-recommend ng mutual funds. Because for me kasi, later you'll find out in this video, I'm gonna share, or I'll try to be as unbiased as possible. Kasi in this video, I'm gonna share yung pros and cons of investing in mutual funds. And at the end of the day, ikaw yung makakasagot if investing in mutual funds is still worth it. So yeah, let me share with you yung pros and cons of investing in mutual funds. Meron kasi kung ginawang video, like I uploaded it like few months or baka years ago na. So, it says there, 10-year results investing in mutual fund. And yung results nun, medyo hindi gaano ka enticing yung results. So anyway, I'll just put a link top right of this video so you can check that out. 10-year results investing in mutual funds. Tapos, dun ko nakita na after realizing yung results na yun, like I said to myself, I need to shift strategy. So that's why from just merely long-term investing, I shifted to dividend investing. Kasi while waiting for capital appreciation, at least meron kang nare-receive na cash flow, regular cash flow. So para kang may rental income, diba? So meron kang property, kumikita ka ng rental income. At the same time, yung property mo, nag-i-increase din yung value. So that's why dun ako na in love with dividend investing. But that made me realize kasi na, is it still worth it investing in mutual funds? That's why I'm gonna be unbiased as possible. Ito yung pros and cons investing in mutual funds, especially here in the Philippines. Number one is, advantage is, merong fund managers investing for you. Meaning, you put your money in mutual funds, sila yan na yung magmamanage sa investments mo. So, hindi na ikaw yung mamimili ng mga stocks, mga bonds, or whatever. So, kasi, in terms of picking individual stocks, kailangan mo ka talaga i-research each stocks. Like, is it worth it ba mag-invest sa stock na to? May potential ba to for growth? Or baka malugi siya? So, by investing in mutual funds kasi, you're investing in the company. You are a part owner of the company. And si fund managers, sila na yung magre-research. Full-time job nila yan eh. Diba? Yung full-time job mo is kumita ng pera. So, let the fund managers do the investing and research for you. So, yan yung advantage. However, ito yung disadvantage. So, yung disadvantage is ganito. You're actually paying 1, 2, or I'm not sure may 3% pa nga ba in management fee per year. So, meaning, apart sa investments mo, okay, yung investments mo, kinukuha na nila yan ng 1% to 2% or 3% in management fee. So, actually, in terms of mutual funds, itong mga fees, so number one is parang sales load. Every time you invest, may percentage dyan. However, meron na nga yung mga ways na walang sales load. So, may mga platforms wherein you invest, walang sales load na kukunin. At the same time, if you withdraw your money early, let's say, ano tawag nito, like, you withdraw it before 2 years, may exit fee din yan. Okay? But if you withdraw it beyond 2 years, wala nang exit fee. However, yung constant is the management fee every single year. So, here's the crazy part, which I think yun yung biggest para sa akin disadvantage. Just imagine you're paying fund managers, tapos supposedly kikita yung pera mo. Diba? Kikita yung pera. Now, imagine this one. Nagka-pandemic, everything went down. Okay? So, nalugi yung investments mo. Question, are you still gonna pay the fund managers? Yes. So, yan yung nakita kong biggest advantage. Because like, you're paying fund managers for you to lose money. Just think about it. You're paying fund managers for you to lose money. So, in 10 years, okay, imagine like in 10 years, break even lang yung pera mo, hindi gumalaw, but you're paying them 1 to 2 to 3% in management fee. And well, I agree, better na yan compared sa ikaw mismo nag-invest tapos nalugi ka 100%, di ba? Na zero yung investments mo. That's okay for some. But if you ask me, if ikaw personally, you already have a little bit of experience in terms of investing, I'd say that's a very big disadvantage. Alright, so quickly, tignan natin yung performance ng mutual funds. So, for you to check yung mga mutual funds here in the Philippines, just go to pifa.com.ph. So, pifa.com.ph. So, good job. At least nag-improve na yung website nila. Modern looking na. So, good job. And then, go to facts and figures. Dito mo makikita lahat ng mutual fund in the Philippines. Mutual fund companies in the Philippines. So, as you can see, let's go to stocks fund. So, 90% are invested in stocks. So, as you can see dito, 1-year return, 3%, 4%, okay naman. 7%, 4%, 1%. Ito negative. So far at least nakikita natin na may mga 7% if you invested like 1 year ago. However, let's look at 3-year return. So, merong 6%. Okay, that's good. Negative 0 to negative 5%. So, ako naman I invested in Phil Equity Fund Inc. So, let's look at 1-year return. Oh my goodness. 1.62, 2.91. And ito, 5-year return. Imagine if you invested like 5 years ago. That's negative 2. 10-year return. Imagine this one, di ba? So, parang break-even lang ako for 10 years. So, just imagine that one. You're paying fund managers for you to earn break-even. So, might as well put your money in the bank. Yeah. So, but yeah, that's just my personal opinion and depends on you how you'd see investing in mutual funds. Next advantage naman of investing in mutual funds is that para sa akin, it is like the best investments for beginners. So, if you're starting out in investing, like wala ka pa talagang experience in investing in stocks, or in any kind of investments, mutual funds is the first investment that you can get in. I'd probably say it's the best way for you to experience investing. Kasi I believe for as low as 1,000 pesos, pwede ka na mag-invest in mutual funds. And may diversified portfolio ka na. However, ito yung reason why you invest in mutual funds. It's for you to see your emotions in terms of investing. Kasi if you're new to investing, ganito kasi mangyayari niya. You're gonna always check yung performance ng investments mo. So, tinitignan mo, magkano na yung tubo ng pera ko? Tumubo na ng 1%, di ba? So, ma-excite ka. Tapos, in the next month, nag-down. Okay? So, the purpose of investing in mutual funds is for you to experience the feeling of investing. Yung mag-up, down yung market. And you wanna check and balance yung emotions mo. Kasi, you don't want to invest in something na babagsak ka agad. Like, you invest in, I don't know, like crypto, or you go into Forex, and mag-down ng 70% yung portfolio mo, di ba? That's so crazy. Like, meron kang 100,000, magiging 30,000 na lang, di ba? So, parang sobrang sakit niyan. But in mutual funds, since it is fund managed, ideally, konti lang yung fluctuations niya na up or down. And dun mo matcha-check and balance yung emotion mo. So, para sa akin, it's the best investment for you to get started. However, here's another disadvantage ni mutual funds. It might not be as liquid as you think it is. Kasi, ganito. So, I'm not sure with other platforms kasi I have a client and tapos, she withdraw her mutual fund investment. And, kasi direct siya sa mutual fund company nag-invest. So, hindi siya dumaan sa mga platforms like brokers, like Call Financial. Kasi I believe right now you can invest in mutual funds like in Call Financial. You can easily buy and sell doon. However, dun sa friend ko, direct siya dun sa company. And for her to withdraw yung investments niya, so kailangan pa niya mag-fill up ng form, submit the form with all the signatures and all. So she withdrew all her investments. However, before withdraw yung investment, it took a little bit of time pa. Tapos may call pa confirming like, why are you withdrawing your money? So, may we know why you withdraw your money? So, parang gano'n. So, feeling ko it's your money and it feels like they don't want you to withdraw yung money mo. So, I'm not sure lang if, a good thing na-approve naman and na-withdraw and I believe na-credit din sa bank account niya. But, doon ko nakita na medyo, there's this, in terms of, medyo hassle siya in terms of withdrawing because you still have to go through all of that instead of just just buying and selling and then withdrawing it directly to your bank. However, again, hindi ko siya na-experience kasi on the platform pa, let's say, in Call Financial, tapos mag-withdraw ka ng malaking amount. Baka may ganun din process. But with that kind of process, doon ko nakikita na there's this little friction there. May friction din in terms of ease, in terms of withdrawing your funds. So, yan yung isa nakikita ko na disadvantage investing in mutual funds. And lastly, last advantage na nakikita ko investing in mutual funds is like it's a stress-free investment. Meaning, you just put your money, wala ka nang kailangan iisipin pa, and you hope na mag-grow siya over long term. And we do believe naman na mag-grow siya kasi we're investing in the Philippine economy naman. Your funds are invested in Philippine stocks, and we believe that over long term mag-grow yung value ng mga companies that we have here in the Philippines. So yeah, it's a stress-free kind of investment kung saan you just focus on your job, you just focus on making money, and you put money and you let the fund do it for you na mag-grow siya. But then again, yung disadvantage nito na nakikita ko is that once you become knowledgeable in terms of investing, you'd realize na maraming opportunity cost or loss na you might be missing. Because like right now, there are other alternatives right now na mas malaki yung potential na kikitain mo. So yes, it's still good to invest in mutual funds. But if you're already experienced, then may mga ibang alternatives that you can invest in. Overall, that's my opinion when it comes to investing in mutual funds. And at the end of the day, ikaw yung makapag-decide if it is still worth it para sa iyo. So again, I'd say it's good if it's a beginner, if you're still beginner in investing. So investing in mutual funds could be a good step para ma-check and balance mo yung emotion mo. Especially ako ngayon, medyo manhid na ako sa fluctuations in the market. Like I've been investing in crypto and I'm seeing my portfolio like down by 50%. And when I look at my stock investments, mutual fund investments, tapos nag-down sila ng 3%, 10%, parang it does not affect me anymore. Kasi nasanay na ako with my emotions. So, getting started with mutual funds is basically training your emotions. And then, however, once you go knowledgeable in terms of investing, actually there are other opportunities out there. So, you might want to also explore it. But then, ayun nga, if my experience ka na, I'd say investing in mutual funds may no longer be worth it para sa iyo. So at the end of the day, ikaw yung makaka-answer niyan if investing in mutual funds is still worth it. So yeah, I hope you find this video valuable and helpful. And if you did, make sure to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Tapos consider subscribing so we can hit the silver play button and we can reach more Filipinos. And if you want to start your Lodi lifestyle journey with me, visit my website freedomlabph.com. Again, that's freedomlabph.com. I hope to see you inside. Once again, this is Tio Pilo, and yung goal natin sa channel na ito is to live on dividends and interest. Bye-bye!